Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm Justin Simonson, and welcome to Simonson Farms. Yeah, things are fun here. So right now we're seeding. This is a mostly freshly seeded field. I don't know if you can see. There are little green uh, sprouted wheat plants back here, but the ground is really brown. Why is the ground so brown? That's weird. Um, it's weird because it rained here recently. We're a 9 to 12 inch rainfall zone, so we don't get a lot of rain all that often, and so our farming practices, crop management, don't really account for a lot of rain. So like our seeding, we're usually seeding into like 6 to 8 inches of dry fluffy powder, and hoping to hit some moisture beneath that. And this year that's what we did, and it rained. And for those of you who don't know things about soil, when it gets rained on, especially where it's worked as much as we work it, it'll develop a crust-like layer. And being as we seed wheat so deep, it won't actually penetrate that crust. So let's take a look here, and I'll show you. See if I can fall down the hill. Here's a good spot. So we've got wee and tiny wheat plants. This little guy here that's yellow, he just came up within the last couple of days. Just hasn't had a chance to get used to the idea of photosynthesizing. Whereas his neighbors over here, they're nice and green. They've come up more recently. Ooh, and there's even a great example right here. We've got this little guy here. What's going on with him? He looks a little kinked and bent. And if I pull on him just the right way, I get the full leaf out, but he looks weird. Oh, and we got some cheatgrass here too. Ugh. Make sure and pull that guy. He's a weed. So anyway, let's see if I can do this. We're gonna take and dig at this a little bit. As you can see here, we got a some sort of stratification. We got wet earth on top, and then we've got this dry. It's not actually too dry, but it's dry, fluffy dust. This is actually what the field looked like while we were seeding it. That's what it looks like most of the summer. So we have some problems out here, folks. You need rain to grow crops. So, yeah. Is rain always a good thing, though? I'll show you. So we've got this mostly dug up. And as I unearth some things here, you're going to see we've got these funny, kinky looking wheat sprouts. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he looks like some sort of pasta with a name that's way too hard to pronounce. And that's all along here. All of these, blank spots in between, these nice green plants, kind of look this way. If I keep digging down here, I don't know if I can do it or not. I might be able to find the very bottom, and I can show you just how far you can push a piece of or a wheat plant out of the ground. Oh, man, these things have roots clear to China. So, let's see if I can do this or not. There we go. So you can see there's a little pink node here. That's actually the seed. And then there's this white. It's almost tube-like, but you know, it comes off the seed there. That's actually got some really good brace roots started. But it comes up here and ends, this little tube part ends up here, what, 2.5 inches or so. I don't know where we're gonna get that to focus, but you know, that's a structure of the plant known as the coleoptile, and that's supposed to be all the deeper that's seeded down. I mean, you can see here we were that length there to my thumb, which is real close to 5 inches deep, which is shallow for us, believe it or not. Pardon me a moment. Anyway, but then beyond this funny coleoptile part, there's what would be a leaf, but when it's in the ground, it has this little spear point, and it's able to push more and more, but it's not optimized like this tubular part, this coleoptile, for moving through the ground. And so, I mean, you can even see on this one, there's a little extra spear here started off the side. There we go. He was actually starting to tiller, and he wasn't even out of the ground yet. But that's just about all the more energy that can be expended from the seed that gets planted in the ground. So, but yeah, like I said, we've got all of these guys here that are in the ground, and they can't get out. So that means that all of the effort and work that we went through to put seed in the ground here was for naught. Oh no. That's what we like to call practice seeding in this part of the country. And then, I can step over here. Now, this is the difference of about 60 hours in our seeding schedule, and I can find a furrow like this. Where are they? Full of all sorts of happy, merry, and generally successful sprouted wheat plants. So, woohoo! So, about the last 2 weeks of work out here gets to be redone because Mother Nature didn't get the memo and didn't know we didn't need rain just yet. As I was showing there in that profile, that moisture didn't penetrate very far into the soil, so we're not going to see a lot of benefit from it. It's basically a nuisance right now, which sucks because there's lots more rain in the forecast. So, woo! I'll trade you guys. Somebody want to come do this instead of me? So yeah, that's a forced smile, or it's crazy. I can't tell you which. So that's one of the joys of seeding in this country. Stay tuned. I might actually be able to show you a field that's already up.